And hello, everyone. Say a nice big freaking hello.
Hello.
Hello. So, welcome everyone to this week's Slam Jam Wrestling Show here on Improv Xstreamed. This interesting and fascinating Royal Rumble mix of improv with discussion, debate, impressions, and probably some trivia and other things as well packed in there. So, on tonight's show, we have a fantastic line-up, including Catchphrases. Say hello to the people and let everyone know what is a piece of wrestling fact for potentially getting one bonus point to start the show.
Hello, everyone. And if you do not know, on December 15th, 1997, this gloriousness was born. And the universe was so blessed that it wanted to give wrestling something greater. So Mr. McMahon, on December 15, 1997, on Raw, ushered in the Attitude Era. So, what can I say except you're welcome, Rock and Stone Cold and many more.
So, you were born the exact same day that the Attitude Era began?
Yep.
I am so freaking old, it hurts. Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Okay, we should find out what else happened in wrestling when on our birthdays. Andrew, say hello to the people.
Hello, people. I don't have any wrestling trivia. It's the jab. I have my second jab today. It's already happening.
Okay.
I drink my own pee as well.
He drinks his own... Okay, so for anyone listening to the audio version of this, Andrew is drinking a flask of his own urine. But with this, we are joined by Gav. Say hello to the people.
Hi, guys. How you guys doing?
Any trivia?
Nothing. Crickets. Wrestling trivia. Don't really have any today. Oh, wait, whoa. AEW. Tremendous show. Great pay-per-view this past weekend. That's my wrestling trivia.
Okay, well, we will actually be getting into that in a moment. But we're also joined today by David Sarton. Say hello.
Hi. As David Kostansky said, I'm David Sarton. I've changed my name to Sarton for today, so there's no confusion. And my wrestling fact, in addition to having the single greatest finisher in all of wrestling and stalking The Undertaker's wife, Diamond Dallas Page was featured on the very first album by Brack. Brack being the character from Space Ghost Coast to Coast who had two different spin-offs. If you find Brack presents the Brack album starring Brack, you'll be able to find Diamond Dallas Page and Zorak from the Brack show singing "Evil is Only Skin Deep," and it's pretty cool.
Okay, well, that is an unexpected piece of trivia. David, I'm going to give you a point. Cap, I will also give you a point. We will get into All Out in a moment. I did have trivia that I said that I was going to say before the show. I've forgotten what it was, so I guess that's the end of that.
I actually remember my trivia now.
Oh, go on then, Gav, go on then.
My trivia is The New Day and The Undertaker are going to be doing a Netflix documentary.
Oh, Gav, what can I say? That was going to be one of my questions as well. So, okay, I'm going to give you a point. You get the point early. Okay, so with this, we're going to move on to our opening round, which is going to be a little bit of a debate, discussion, and what have you. And for this first one, I will check in who here actually saw All Out over the weekend. Anyone see it? Anyone not see it? Okay. Yeah, highlights is good enough. I was going to just ask generally, for what is your reaction to All Out? So the All Out reaction, obviously we had Bryan Danielson make his debut. We had CM Punk make his return to the ring. We had Adam Cole, Baby. We had, oh my God, so many, Ruby Soho. Yeah, just lots and lots of surprises and lots of stuff happened.
What's his name in Japan?
I can't remember. Suzuki, yeah. So anyway, right, what was anyone's thoughts on this? Good show, bad show?
Brilliant show. It's one of our best pay-per-views in a little while, to be honest.
I'll take Gavin's word for it.
Oh, Cap, if you haven't seen it, this is a solid recommendation. It is well worth seeing.
Yeah.
You know,
What little I saw was absolutely spectacular. Like the young bucks and the Lucha.
yeah,
brothers?
Lucha Brothers.
Yeah, what little I saw of their match was great. Seeing CM Punk come back was awesome. My only concern is it looks like AEW is doing something kind of similar to what WCW was doing in the 90s, which is snapping up a lot of great talent. So there's the fear that there's not going to be enough time to give some of the mid-card wrestlers in AEW a chance because they paid so much money for CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, Cole, the Big Show.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, that's a good point to jump off on there. What is anyone's thoughts on that? Are they making the WCW mistake of just hiring former WWE wrestlers? Arguably, along the way, TNA also did the same. Or are we happy? Like, I'll give my take on it to begin with. When you're hiring like the Big Show and Mark Henry and they're on commentary, I think like neither of them are commentators, and I think they're just valuable to have on the team. Mark Henry hasn't wrestled again yet. On All Out was the Big Show's first match back, and I think it was exactly what people expected that match to be. Like 5 minutes buffer between two other bigger matches. And when bringing back out of retirement, basically Christian and CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, they're all about 40, 42, something like this now, which puts it into the same sort of realm as WCW hiring Randy Savage and Hogan and Jim Duggan and stuff when they were a little bit older. The difference, I would say, is whereas hiring someone like, well, Randy Savage, fantastic, one of the best absolutely in the ring as well. But hiring when you've just got like the Nasty Boys and Hogan and Jim Duggan, they were characters rather than wrestlers. And I think having Christian and Bryan Danielson and CM Punk, they're going to bring it in the ring. I don't think people are going to say, well, they're just giving the spots to like even WWE bringing back part-timers. It's that same thing. I don't think it's that. I think they're good enough wrestlers that it's. I'm going to shut up. Just someone else give some thoughts. Right. Anyone else? I've spoken for too long.
No, you've done really well there. I think
thank you.
nailed it. I kind of echo what you're saying there, to be honest. Again, you've got Punk and Bryan Danielson that can actually wrestle. So, and I think they're going to use Big Show as an attraction.
Yeah.
Which he should have been used as anyway. So.
Well, do you know, I think so this might be a piece of trivia worthy of a point. I've heard in the past with Andre the Giant, they would have him wrestle like in each state once per year or something like this. And when they started using him more, he wasn't an attraction anymore. And they realised that, well, we need to bring this guy so that when he's in town, everyone will buy tickets. You know, and with the Big Show, I think that's how I agree. He should have always been that. You know, having the Big Show wrestle weekly, one, a guy that size, it's going to shorten his career. And two, you've then seen it, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that aura kind of goes after.
Interference, as DB has run in on the show. Andrew, you were going to come in on this?
I was going to say, in terms of like the debuts, like Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan Danielson. Obviously, Bryan Danielson's been signed with AEW. Even Adam Cole said in that interview after All Out, it will happen very quickly. So even though it was a great ending to the show and both great moments, I do feel like Adam Cole debuting and then Daniel Bryan. I feel like they could have saved Adam Cole later, but it's like debut, like one after the other, and sort of spread it out a bit.
Yeah,
like going forward, rather than like all in one night, or like too much and then.
I kind of liked it.
Yeah. No, I liked it.
Yeah.
Like, I liked it as well, and like I think what I liked about it is everyone expected something at the end of the Christian Omega match, and the fact that now, if they had done Danielson first, you can't put him on and then Adam Cole. It had to be Adam Cole first. And so with Adam Cole, if they're delayed, people, I think it wouldn't have meant as much because
I don't mean.
You go ahead, Andrew.
I didn't mean Adam Cole like right up like Danny Bryan first and Adam. I mean like on a later show, like the next pay-per-view or.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I want to know what's going on with the WWE contracts. That Adam Cole, they didn't know his contract was ending. Aleister Black, they allowed his contract to have that 30 days instead of 90 days in it. You know,
because from the NXT contracts, a little bit different, I think.
Yeah, but how do you not know Adam Cole's contract is coming to it? How did he not know? It's like crazy.
Well, he probably knew, but he kind of kept it.
Oh, and he's just said, I didn't know. Yeah, maybe. Okay, anyone else either on this or going back to any thoughts on All Out overall? DB, did you enjoy All Out?
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. This is fantastic.
Okay.
All my knowledge, is important to note, all my knowledge about wrestling is like 1982 to 1992. That's really where my
DB, don't worry. I will have some things that will cover that in when we get to trivia in a minute.
Sure.
So, with any other thoughts on?
I do approve CM Punk wearing pants.
No, do you know what? That was the one thing I didn't like. It was like Blue Teaster all over again. If anyone remembers that.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have done it like the short, like up to your thighs, like that. That could have been good. Really.
I was expecting a bit of his MMA coming out, like the MMA shorts and.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It just felt weird. It's just there's a few times like when, and I don't know why because like I think Chris Jericho went from the long trunks to to the pants, as it were, or pants might be like the American term for the long things. We always get confused over this on this show. Who else did that? Triple H did it. Booker T did it. They went from long trousers
Bobby
to
Lashley did it, and I hated it.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley is an example. He went the other way. He used to be.
Yeah, he's just wearing trunks and went to pants, which is awful.
Yeah. Anyway, we're just evaluating men's pants on this show. Okay. Any other thoughts on All Out before we move on?
Again, that cage match was brilliant, as you said. Brilliant.
Did CM Punk wear that?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And I am excited for Omega versus Danielson. That just sounds cool.
Is that where do we think that's where that's heading? Is that?
I'd like to see that happen. I don't know if it will, but
I think we need to pull the trigger quick on that one. As we said, Brian, he's getting older, and time is now. Strike while the iron is hot. I think.
Wow. Okay. Any other thoughts on any of the other matches? MJF, Jericho, or
I just got to say,
Miro, anything?
MJF is brilliant. I love that guy. Next star, I think.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Andrew?
The Jericho MJF match, really good, but for some reason, I was trying to figure out as I was watching the match why I wasn't as emotionally invested as I should have been, because I'm a huge Chris Jericho fan and I've even met him. And then commentators kept saying, about his career on the line, but they kept saying AEW career, and I think that's what it was. Because there's your career being on the line. When somebody says their AEW career is on the line, that's not the same as your career.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Do you know what? Like, psychologically speaking, there may have even been something more to that, because people have been like, oh, he's still going to wrestle in New Japan, and then they might have thought, well, maybe he's just done in AEW. Yeah. But I'm glad he didn't end that way.
Important.
Yeah.
Ours is the only wrestling thing that matters.
Yeah. Okay, so we can come back to any thoughts on this if anything pops up, but for this, we are going to go on to our first quickfire round, which is going to be some trivia. Now, I've got some questions here. I'll throw in a few things that will span 1982 to 1992 as well for DB's sake. But the first question, a lot of these...
Even born.
Yes, but when you were born, Cap, you brought in the Attitude Era. That's why they call you Cap Attitude. So, with this, in his return match in the WWE, Who did Bret Hart face? Okay, Gav, you buzz in.
Steve Austin.
Oh, okay. Do you know what? I'm going to give you a point there, but I'm going to say it's a bigger return than that. A bigger return is what I'm looking for. DB.
Was it The Undertaker?
It was not.
Buzz.
David.
Vince McMahon.
It was Vince McMahon. So that was the big return after like a stretch of 10 years, 13 years, in fact. Okay. And so this is focusing on after long absences here, like how we've had CM Punk return to the ring and so on and so forth. Who did Brock Lesnar face in his return to the WWE after a long absence? Cap.
John Cena.
It was John Cena. Okay, moving on from there. Now, this one isn't quite a trick question. Who was Stone Cold Steve Austin scheduled to face in his return match after many years' absence? Who was he scheduled to face? Capelthave.
Was it The Rock or the Goldberg?
The Rock
Goldberg,
or the Goldberg. No, it was neither of those.
I'm gonna go with Goldberg.
It was neither of those, I'm afraid. Anyone know this?
I know it was someone with a lineage, someone whose father was also a wrestler.
That's a good stab in the dark, but actually it's incorrect, DB. Gav.
Not Mankind, was it?
It was not. Andrew.
Stab in the dark. Triple H.
No. So, does anyone even remember? Is this completely baffling everyone here?
Is this after the hit and run storyline?
No, this is after an absence of many years, just like everyone else that I've mentioned thus far. Andrew?
Oh.
No, scheduled. I was going to say Eric Bischoff, but he did. They said Eric Bischoff.
Okay, Sarton, you had your hand first?
CM Punk.
Incorrect. That's what people would have liked. Gav, was that what you were going to say?
Yeah, I was going to say
Okay, Cap, I'll give this last guess to you, and then I will reveal the answer.
Is it Brock Lesnar?
It was not. Most disappointing... Andrew, do you know?
Hulk Hogan.
No. Okay, shockingly, if you don't remember this, it was going to be Jonathan Coachman. Jonathan Coachman.
Oh, yeah.
Does anyone remember when this happened?
Yeah.
So it was going to be in about 2005, 2004, 2006, something like this, and it was going to be where the audience get to decide for a Taboo Tuesday event. Might have been Cyber Sunday, but this is off the top of my head. And it was going to be against Jonathan Coachman. The match never happened. Does anyone know why? Okay, I'll reveal to you here. That is because Steve Austin fell out with the WWE and left. But as a last stab in the dark, perhaps of the context of the era, does anyone know who took Steve Austin's place? Okay, Cap.
I mean, on that match.
Yes.
I know.
Okay, Gav, did you know?
Not JR, is it?
Oh my God, no. Do you know what? That would, like, not to diss JR, but what a letdown. Imagine you buy a ticket to watch Steve Austin wrestle. Okay, Sarton.
Cole.
No. Okay, DB.
Doink the Clown?
It was not. It was, in fact, we're going to have another run in a second. It was, in fact, Dave Bautista. So Dave Bautista, filled in that match. Moving on from this, who did Kurt Angle? Oh my God, it's Corey Birch has just joined us from Canada.
I'll run in. How you guys doing?
Good, Corey. How are you?
Oh, good. Sorry,
Good.
late.
No, that's quite all right. We're just doing some trivia. We had previously given some thoughts on All Out. I will ask you some of your thoughts on that presently. But for this next question, who did Kurt Angle face in his debut in TNA Wrestling? Who was his debut match against? Does anyone here know? Okay, Gav?
AJ Styles, was it?
It was not. No. Sarton?
Jeff Jarrett.
It was not. No. Any other guess? Gav?
Samoa Joe?
It was Samoa Joe, yes. And what's interesting on this is, just as I think, Gav, you mentioned earlier that you think they should pull the trigger on Kenny Omega versus Bryan Danielson as the hot match. That's exactly what TNA did back in the day. When Angle debuted, he got face-to-face with Samoa Joe, headbutted him, and it went from there. But, moving on. Who was CM Punk's last match in the WWE against? Anyone know? DB.
Bob Orton Jr.
It was not against Bob Orton Jr. Don't worry, DB. I'm going to throw in some retro questions for you in a minute. Gav.
29 other guys.
Yes, correct. It was, in fact, in the Royal Rumble. So, extra point there for you, Gav. But, with this, who was Brock Lesnar's final match in the WWE against before a long absence? Sarton.
Goldberg?
It was against Goldberg. Okay. Who was Goldberg's return match after a long absence against? Gav.
Brock.
It was against Brock. So, yes, there is a full circle there. So, who was Daniel Bryan's final match against? Corey.
Roman Reigns?
It was against Roman Reigns. So, Corey, you get onto the scoreboard there. Who was Edge's final match against? Cap.
Alberto Del Rio.
Correct answer there, Cap. And let's see if we've got a couple more. Okay, who was Batista's return match after a long absence against? Sarton.
Was that Triple H?
I will give you the points there. That is correct, but there is potentially another answer if someone... Cap, you're making noise. I will let you come in here.
It was against 29 other guys.
Yes, correct answer once again. So he's had a couple of long absences. And let's have a quick look, see if I've got any more. Okay, I might come back to some more questions in a second, which will be a purposefully retro round for DB's sake. But, Corey, did you see All Out this weekend?
Yeah, what a wild friggin' show. Just the best show that's happened in forever.
Wow, do you know what?
So
we just discussed this. We all hated it, didn't we, guys?
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, totally.
No, we loved it. Okay, any particular thoughts on anything in particular that stood out to you, Corey? Or anyone else?
I don't think there was anything in particular. I think the entire show was just perfectly executed. And that was even more so just illustrated when I watched Raw the next day, and it was just garbage. Just hot garbage by comparison. Oh my god.
Logan Paul.
Exactly.
There you go.
I mean, all the reviews.
I was also glad that Logan Paul showed up, and then I was like, yes, he's leaving boxing, finally! But like, oh...
He's not leaving boxing.
It's bad for us. But literally all the debuts, even though I think a lot of us saw them coming, they were still excellently executed. The results, they were all like feel-good results. Even like Christian losing, that's fine. But like, yeah, having CM Punk win, that was like, I mean, they want to push Darby, but they still kind of did in a way. And like having, Daniel Bryan.
Out of interest, did any of you...
Danielson.
Yeah, did any of you see the clips that have been floating around where the inspiration for Darby versus Punk came from? Anyone seen this? So there are... I'll be able to send you guys the link earlier. Anyone listening, watching the show, you can Google this, so I can't send you the link. But the match between Darby Allin and CM Punk actually mirrored 1-2-3 Kid versus Bret Hart in several points. Lots of clips on the internet have just showed that the match started in the same way with the 1-2-3 Kid or Darby Allin just flipping Punk or Bret over. But no, there's about 4 or 5 spots which are move for move the exact same thing as what Bret Hart did.
Send one of the clips where they're like that throwback after I think
someone has put together the clip after clip, about 2 minutes worth of the match. Big spots are the exact same spots. But anyway, I'll find that clip and send it to you guys later, because we're going to come onto our slightly different round that we haven't quite done before. And this is going to be What If, inspired by the Marvel series. This isn't the Geek Battle Show. But I will give you a what if scenario just to throw some thoughts in for a minute or two here. And so, DB in particular, this will be good for you, I guarantee it. Sorry about this. DB, I guarantee you'll get the next things. But, on the theme of CM Punk's return here, what if CM Punk had never left the WWE 7 years ago? How would things be different? Obviously, we're talking time travel here, the butterfly effect and such like. What would have it done? How would the business be different if it is at all? Cap.
He would have been the face. They would actually make Roman Reigns the main heel. I think CM Punk would be the one who was riding off the thing and finally giving off to Roman Reigns. It would be like that Stone Cold Rock transition. They will have number of matches, and then finally, when CM Punk's about to, give the hand to him, that's how they would sell it. Because I don't think going with Roman Reigns, because they did a big push. I mean, they even brought Brock Lesnar back, but I was saying he already beat Brock Lesnar. He already beat the Undertaker. So that insane victory laps, that was now what they're doing. It doesn't really sound right. So if you go back to CM Punk and make him the face and Roman Reigns the big heel, I think that would have been still going on for a longer time, and the transition would have been much more easier. Gap, go. You're missing something.
I'm gonna go totally opposite. They would have ruined him.
Mm.
You know what? I can't argue against that as well.
You'd be
Wow, come on, Cap. You've just completely backpedaled.
I've never seen someone backpedal.
I've never seen a backpedal so hard.
Because you know why? Because for the sake of him, they were just throwing off legends right in there. Brock Lesnar, Undertaker, they should have saved them for much later on.
Okay,
Triple H would have used the shovel.
Yeah. Okay, Sarton?
I think that CM Punk probably would have done what Jesse Ventura couldn't manage in the 80s. They would have started a WWE union.
Do you know what? Why hasn't Punk then? He hasn't really speared. It's an interesting thought, really interesting thought. But I think
the only
if
reason I think that is because if he had managed to stay in the WWE, chances are good he would have at some point gotten so fed up with it that he might very well have used that charisma of his to convince other wrestlers to start a union.
Just to make our timeline so confusing here, I actually think that if CM Punk had stayed in the WWE, our conversation now would be, what if CM Punk had left, and then we would say he would have started a union. The fact that he didn't even when leaving, I can't imagine that he would have whilst there. Corey?
Yeah, I was just going to say, he did address this in a recent interview and said if he stayed in the WWE, he probably would have died. Just because they wear their wrestlers so thin, and he was saying he had so many injuries and they wouldn't let him take time off to recover. So I mean, in all reality, breaking all kayfabe, they would have just run him dry.
Yeah.
In one of those interviews, he said I'm not sure I should mention this. They gave him medications. And just about it, that's what they did. And
hang on, if you're saying that this is why they went to court, and that was a podcast. They took Colt Cabana to court. Let's not get taken to court here, Cap. But okay, but away from that, do we think that the landscape of the WWE in the wrestling world would be the same? Would we still have? Obviously, AEW started and Punk wasn't a factor. Would there still be an AEW? Would TNA be a bigger threat? Would have he left at some point and gone to TNA? The fact he stepped away from wrestling for 7 years, if he had stayed in the WWE then, without things going the way it had, would the landscape of wrestling still somewhat have turned out the same? DB?
I think that less wrestlers would have been going by their real names.
Phil.
I think that's a cause and effect of CM Punk leaving. They all go by their real names now, which is why I don't watch as much.
Yeah.
It's what if all rappers went by their real names? I mean, it's just.
Yeah. No. There you go. Okay. So.
Alvin Brodus, so it's just not as hard.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. Okay. So we're going to come on to. We're going to come on to our next round. There's a little food for thought there. We're going to come on to our next round, and we're going to have a bonus trivia round here, where it's going to focus. What were the years, DB? 1982 to
92.
To 82 to 92. I'm going to have to make these questions up off the top of my head. So here we go. Who was? Yeah. Who wrestled for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania 3? DB.
Ricky the Steamboat Dragon.
Yeah.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Okay, I will give you a point. DB, do you know his opponent's name?
Coco Beware?
No, I will give you 1 point. Does anyone else? Gav.
Macho Man.
The Macho Man, Randy Savage.
No, I knew that.
Oh, did you?
I knew that because
Yeah.
of Gavin.
Yeah, you had to go and study that. Yeah.
It makes more sense. It makes more sense. Coco Beware wasn't like a big draw.
He was. His hair was nice.
Yeah, you know. Okay, on this point, what was the name of Coco Beware's parrot? What was the name? Yes, Gav, you were in there first?
Frankie.
It was Frankie. So, next question. In 1982, I literally don't know where I'm going with this. Right, okay, so I can't ask a 1982 question. It predates me too much. Right, so in 1988, WWE debuted a pay-per-view. What was the name of it? Gav.
SummerSlam.
It was SummerSlam. Okay, who did the Undertaker defeat for his first WWF World Heavyweight Championship? I'm going to give this to Cap, just to give a fighting chance here, but Gav, you definitely did get in first. Cap.
Isn't that like the dinosaur guy?
Luchasaurus. You think the Undertaker defeated Luchasaurus?
Or is it or him or Hulk Hogan?
Do you know what? I'm gonna somehow Hulk Hogan is the correct answer.
Dinosaur.
Well, I thought he beat Hulk Hogan for WWE, not the heavyweight title.
It's so back in the day, it was the WWF World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, is that then? Yeah, I was going for Hulk Hogan.
But where did Luchasaurus come from?
Do you know why they changed
the heavyweight title was different?
DB, enlighten us. Why did they change that?
Because of the World Wildlife Foundation. They had the same initials. So, like, male started getting screwed up. So, that was Vince
DB,
McMahon.
I'm going to give you a bonus points there. So, what were the
F out.
Yes. What were the name of the French-Canadian tag team wrestlers in the WWE? Corey, you came in quite late, but I will let you answer since you joined us a little bit later here.
La Resistance.
No. Right.
That's correct.
Okay, but we're talking at 1980s and 1990s. Right.
I deserve 1 point for that.
Andrew.
The Rougeos,
Yes. Can you give a fuller name to them?
Oh,
the Rougeau brothers,
Even fuller than that?
Rougeau brothers.
Canada.
Okay, Gav, can you give the full answer?
I was going to say you couldn't have to sing the song.
Who?
The song.
Andrew, or even if you wanted to sing
I
the
don't
song.
want to sing the song, Gav. You may have to sing it now.
Oh, I'm not singing that.
Right, I'm not singing their theme either. And
Boy,
Corey, I
boy.
will give you a point for La Resistance. Okay, so another couple of retro questions here. Okay, this is really, really retro, and it's also going into like the geeky side as well, because I know there are a few wrestling gamers amongst us. Well, I can't remember what year it came out, but on the game titled WrestleMania for the Atari ST and Amiga machines, there were 3 playable wrestlers. Who were they? Okay, DB.
That's going to be Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, and Roddy Piper.
Oh, DB, I'm going to give you 2 points because you got 2 of the correct answers there. Gav, can you answer?
I'm actually interested in Cap now.
Cap, go for it.
Is it Mr. T?
No, that would have been absolutely awesome, though. It should have been. Gav.
Macho Man?
Oh, it was not.
It wasn't. Oh, wow.
Okay, Sarton.
This is a shot in the dark. Rick Rude?
No. I can reveal that. Corey, one more guess, and then I will reveal something.
I'm going to take a page out of Cap's book and say Luchasaurus.
No. Okay,
Right?
to help you out, I can reveal that it was a baby face. It was a baby face.
It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't. Like, you're going to put those... And at the time, it just doesn't make sense.
Okay, Gav.
Not Jake.
It was not. Andrew.
Coco Beware.
It was not Coco Beware. Corey.
Brutus the Barber.
No, at this stage, I will tell you, it was the British Bulldog, Davy Boy Smith.
I had the alliteration right.
Yeah. Okay, one more retro question, then we'll move on to the next round. And that is, what was the name of the British Bulldog's bulldog?
Eh?
DB, do you know?
Yes.
I can't remember, but it's going to kill me when they say it.
Okay, Gav?
Matilda.
It was, in fact, Matilda. And with that, we perhaps even come back to some more trivia here later. But for now, we're going to play our classic headlines round. I'm going to tell you a headline, but I'm going to blank out part of the headline. And then all you have to do is come up with a guess of what the full headline is or what the story is. You can get bonus points either for correct answers or amusing answers. So let's see what we've got here. And we have here... Kenny Omega tops the blank. Anyone know what this story is about? Kenny Omega tops the blank. Sarton.
The nebulous ending of Final Fantasy VII?
He probably did. I'm going to give you a bonus point there because I would imagine that Kenny Omega has done that. Anyone else? Kenny Omega tops the blank. Does anyone want to crack a guess at what this is? Cap.
The board?
Tops the board? Possibly. Not quite enough of an answer there for me to give it to you. Gav.
The 500 list.
Yes, that is the correct answer. Kenny Omega has topped the PWI 500 list this year, the 2021 list. With this, let's go on to our next headline. John Moxley thinks Vince McMahon would consider blank. Gav.
Good shit.
He would consider good shit. DB.
Homosexuality?
Possibly. If certain rumours are to be believed. Anyone else there? Corey.
I was going to say a cucking storyline again.
Again? What was the last one?
The one with Rusev and the one with Bobby
okay.
Lashley.
I thought you meant for it, yeah.
I don't believe that.
Right, okay. Sarton.
Selling the WWE?
Good guess, not correct answer. So, what we were looking for is John Moxley thinks Vince McMahon would consider AEW matches as garbage. So, how about that? Moving things on, we have the Young Bucks blank Kevin Owens. Okay, Gav?
Mount Rushmore.
No, it's not quite the answer, but we can refer to what that referred to in a moment. Anyone else? DB.
Bully?
The Young Bucks bully Kevin Owens, possibly. Andrew.
Sodomize?
No.
I almost said that, but I thought it was going too far.
It was going too far, as a matter of fact. Okay, Sarton.
Stan? They stan him?
Do you know what? I don't even know what that means.
Fan.
That's like a super fan. Like they.
Oh, okay. Corey?
Too sweet.
The Young Bucks too sweet. Kevin Owens. No. Capelthave?
Considering for AEW?
Do you know what? I'm going to give you the point there. It is they tease the joining of AEW of Kevin Owens. Okay, let's grab one or two more headlines here, what we've got here. And let's see if there's something WWE related directly here. And because there really isn't, it's a lot of AEW news tonight. And what we have here.
McMahon is angry, David, at you. He's watching the show.
I so hope Vince is. I'd love that. So, do you know what? No, there's no other WWE news. So with this, we're going to go on to our classic news updates from the news desk of the Iron Sheik. And so here are the two latest stories from the news desk of the Iron Sheik. Globally, go fact yourself, which is the latest update from the Iron Sheik, which follows more than words, go fact yourself. And they are the latest stories from the news desk of the Iron Sheik. And with this, we're going to go on to our next quickfire round. Our next quickfire round is going to be our group category battle. If everyone, I'm going to tell you your order, if everyone can number themselves, because as always, I have forgotten to do this in advance. Sarton, you are going to be number 1, I will be number 2, Andrew number 3, Gav number 4, DB number 5, Cap number 6, and Corey number 7. And what will happen here is we are going to go round and we are going to name things that belong in a category, and we'll have a very quick 5-second countdown to say something. If we don't say something that belongs in the category quick enough, we'll be eliminated. If we say something that's already been said, then we'll be eliminated, and if we say something that doesn't belong in the category, we will in fact be eliminated. So guys, feel free to suggest a category yourself. If you can't think of one, then I will suggest one in its place. But I will give the first one. And the first category of what we're going to have to name is wrestling catchphrases. We're going to name wrestling catchphrases from pro wrestlers, going around the order. And I will start us off, followed by Andrew, Gav, DB, Cap, Corey, Sarton, back to me, until one of us is eliminated. Gav.
To get this straight, we're doing the catchphrase?
Yeah. Just say the catchphrase.
Right, okay.
Okay, and I will start us off with Too Sweet. Andrew, it's you.
Is it? Oh, how do you dig it, sucker?
Gav.
Okay. If you smell...
DB.
Oh, yeah.
Cap.
You can't see me.
Corey.
What a rush.
Sarton.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
What? Andrew.
It's true, it's damn true.
Gav.
What you gonna do?
DB.
When the Twin Towers come falling down on you.
No, DB. With that, if you stop your camera view now, we'll invite you back in. That isn't that you're being banished, although we would understand why you might be. That's just how this game works. You'll be back with us in a minute, DB. Oh dear. Right, so let's see where we got to. Capthave, would you like to choose the next category?
Ooh, John Cena's opponents.
What? Okay.
Here a while.
This is just, yeah, we're going to be here a while. Who hasn't he faced? Right.
Okay, I'll change it. Women's women's champions, not like the tag champions. I mean the WWE.
So,
champions.
are we saying WWE Women's Champions?
Like the Divas Championship also counts.
Okay. We'll still be here a little while, but Cap, go for it.
AJ Lee.
Lita.
Sarton.
Oh, Alundra Blaze.
Trish Stratus.
Sasha Banks.
Paige.
Me, yeah, Michelle McCool.
Bailey.
China.
The Fabulous Moolah.
Oh,
Charlotte Flair.
Layla.
Beth Phoenix.
Becky Lynch.
R.V. Whippleman.
Wait, are we certain on that?
Yes.
Okay.
Whippleman was the champion.
Then you've put me off now. I will. Oh, I'm out. Oh wow, that really threw me. Right, well done. Andrew, you're next. Oh, so a category, Andrew, a category.
Category. Intercontinental champions.
Intercontinental champions. Andrew, start us off.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Patterson.
The Miz.
Matt Cardona.
Davey Boy Smith.
Yeah. Andrew.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Curtis Axel.
Jeffrey Hardy.
Razor Ramon.
Big E.
Who's that, sorry?
Big E, he said.
The Ultimate Warrior.
Drew McIntyre.
Kurt Angle.
We already mentioned Shawn Michaels.
We have not.
Shawn Michaels?
Name any wrestler, basically, guys.
Apollo Crews.
The Rock.
Ooh, John Morrison.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Ina?
Yes?
Santino Marella.
Chris Jericho.
Christian.
Edge.
Garrett?
Yep. Andrew.
Bill Ziggler.
Umaga.
Oh, and Cap, you're out. It's too late, Cap. Too late. Sorry, I will come back on just for the purposes of doing the countdown. So, Cap, you are out. Corey, would you like to choose a category?
Yeah, 24/7 champion.
WWE 24/7 champions. And Corey, you get to start.
R-Truth.
Marshmallow.
Yeah, you're fucking right, aren't you?
Drake Maverick.
Peter Ross. What's his name? Peter Ross. I forgot his name now.
Who's Peter Russell?
Rosenberg, that's the word.
Okay.
Rick Boogs.
Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
Akira Tozawa.
Oh, I'm going to go out of this one.
Yeah, do you know what? Thank you, Gav. Just because I was going to say, I don't even know who half of these names are. I literally don't even know. I was suddenly panicking trying to look this thing up. Okay, so Gav, if you stop your video view there. And once again, Corey, it falls back to you in the order. Would you like to choose the next one?
Let's do hardcore champions.
Okay.
For sticking with titles.
Right. Hang on, you about to get a list. Okay, you're like, hang on a second. Right, okay. Corey, go for it.
Al Snow.
Raven.
Rhino.
Mankind.
Test.
Assume yes until I find out otherwise. Okay, Andrew.
Hurricane.
Spike Dudley.
Jacqueline.
Assume yes until I find out otherwise.
Big Show.
Yes, what I can say is Test was hardcore champion. Right. Okay, who said the Big Show?
I do.
Okay, good. Corey.
Crash Holly.
Yeah, we've already had that.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, Corey, you are eliminated. And so, Sarton, you get to choose what will be the final topic here, if you'd like to.
Okay. Royal Rumble champions.
Okay, so Royal Rumble winners. And Sarton, you may start.
Cool. Ric Flair.
The Undertaker.
Hulk Hogan.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shawn Michaels.
Edge.
Drew McIntyre.
Bianca Belair.
Oh, Asuka.
Sheamus.
Big John Studd.
Becky Lynch.
Yeah, yes.
Triple H? No, Batista.
Oh, you gave two answers there. You said Triple H first, which I will accept.
Okay, cool.
Andrew.
Batista.
Yes.
That's fair. Rey Mysterio.
John Cena.
Brock Lesnar.
Yes.
Chris Benoit.
Yes.
Randy Orton.
Yes. We're getting them all. That is time. So you're eliminated. So I just need to. Yokozuna. Yeah, everyone come on back.
What was the category?
Royal Rumble winners. Yeah, so well done. Lots of points to give out there. To be honest, I've kind of not given out the points that I should have. So everyone's got some points which may or may not be inaccurate.
I got the most.
Oh, okay. Thanks for filling me in on that. With this, we're going to come to our penultimate round, which is going to be 20 questions. I'm Think of a Wrestler. And you have to go around the order and ask me questions. And they have to be yes or no questions. And I will answer. And you have to work out who it is. You can only ask me yes or no questions, though. And with this, Sarton, you actually get the first question here.
Okay. Are you a currently active wrestler?
As a matter of fact, I am. Andrew.
Are you in AEW?
As a matter of fact, I am not.
Yay.
Okay, Cap.
Do you identify as male?
Yes. DB.
Oh, the questions don't make sense. Have you ever been a champion?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I have. Gav.
Are you currently a champion?
No, I am not.
You know the worst part of that is because of the 24-hour title. It's like any random dude could have been a champion.
Yeah, exactly.
Very true. Okay.
Sorry, was it he is currently a champion or not?
No.
No, he is not a current champion.
Gotcha. Pants or tights?
That is not a yes or no question.
Sorry, does he wear long pants?
No, he does not wear long pants.
And that's not underwear. Sorry for the Brits. Long underwear.
Okay, so what I can quickly say here is I think the order of that you are on my screen was a little bit messed up. So has anyone not asked a question yet? Gav, did you ask a question?
I asked him.
Okay, so we'll go back, and this time you'll be in a slightly different order, but this way it will be in an order that will make sense both for me and the audience. Sarton, it is your question.
Have you ever headlined a pay-per-view?
Have I ever headlined a pay-per-view? I'm going to say no. If it surprises me, then it would be in tag. If someone suddenly says there's something that I'm not aware of, it would be in tag, but the answer is no.
So it could be a 24-hour champion.
Yeah.
Okay. Andrew.
Were you on Raw this week?
You think I watched that shit? Like, I have no idea. Right, he is... 1 second.
Are you on Raw?
Why? That's why I'm just double checking. So...
He's active, but maybe not on Raw. Interesting.
Do you know what? I don't even know at the moment. Like, let me just have a look here. No, he's on SmackDown. So that's told you it's not NXT. So that's
yeah,
I've just given you a big clue.
You took your cards.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no 24/7 champions on SmackDown, so guys, sorry about that.
Okay then. Close.
I don't know whose question is it, guys. Who asked the last question?
It'll be Andrews. Oh, Andrews asked that.
Okay, so Gav, your question.
Do you have a long hair?
No. DB.
Have they been able to branch off into the film industry or
Oh.
television?
Yeah. Yes. Cap.
Yes, they have been film industry. Could be John, but do you have black hair?
Yes. Corey.
Are you of Asian descent?
No. TJ, hello.
Hey.
So, we're currently in the middle of 20 questions. Anyone listening to the audio version, we've just had another classic run-in, this time by TJ. And, TJ, we're midway through 20 questions. I'll let you ask the next question.
Okay.
However, things you have learned... Yeah, give a quick recap. Things you have learned. There is a male wrestler currently on SmackDown, has been a champion, is not a current champion. Is there anything else you guys have picked up?
He wears trunks, not long pants.
He does not wear long pants.
Yeah, he wears trunks. And then he has black hair, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's not featured in the main event.
And he's not Asian.
And also,
SmackDown, current wrestler, former champion, not a current champion, male, black hair.
I think
Not-
TJ's
not-
figured it out. I think TJ literally knows already. Right, okay.
Also, the
TJ, what's your
also
question?
The championship may not be very significant. Could be a tag champion.
Yeah, or intercontinental.
And also some are branched into the whole Hollywood. Could have been.
Has he? So sorry. What Hollywood? What?
They also
Yeah,
been
he could have been films.
Has he wrestled on this year's SummerSlam?
Oh, God, you're asking me to remember stuff from recent memory. Right, let me just double check that. I don't remember it, but it doesn't mean that he didn't. So, let's just check the card. So, just to confirm this, results. Yes. As a matter of fact, yes, of course.
Ah,
I think I know.
I think so.
I think everyone just got it all at once.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, not me.
You're welcome.
It's DB, Fred.
Okay, Sarton, it is your question.
I'm not quite as up with modern, but have you ever tag teamed with Christian?
Not that.
Black hair.
Not that I remember. Not that I remember. I very much doubt it, but it's not impossible.
Okay.
Okay, Andrew.
Are you a heel?
No. Gav.
Are you black?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, lay up. Right there for you.
Right, DB.
Yeah, I think I got it.
DB doesn't know.
I don't know.
Ask a question, help narrow it down then.
Is oh man.
There you go.
Someone just asked if they were on this past week, right? Someone asked if they were on.
I don't think that question has been asked. They might have been asked if they were on Raw, but I didn't watch that, so...
Oh, did they wrestle this past week?
Yeah, I didn't watch that, so I don't know.
So, did they wrestle this past week?
Let's take a guess and say I don't... Yeah, I'm going to say yes. They probably wrestled.
Does he always wear the same thing?
No. Cap.
He's not wearing this. Okay, I'm currently caught between MVP as well.
He's on Raw.
But he's not alright. Okay then. Did you? Can I take a guess?
If you want.
No.
Look
You're
at my
Biggie.
screen.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
Who would like to take a guess?
Yeah.
Cap?
Are you Biggie?
Yes, I am, and with that, Cap, you get 3 bonus points. So, well done, well done.
Hercules, Hercules.
Okay, so yeah, Big E. Wrestled at SummerSlam, of course, with the whole
I'm
situation
happy to share
with...
the points with Gab because honestly, I was thinking MVP.
Well, to be honest,
all the
Gav
time.
100% knew, but
Yeah.
did everyone get it after TJ's question? Because what happened there?
Yeah, and I had a feeling it was Biggie, but yeah, that tipped it off.
Okay.
We all got it after Gav put it in the comments.
I want
DB?
to say something on a different note. When I said the Twin Towers are going to come crashing down on you, that was something Akeem and the Big Boss
No,
Man
yes.
said.
Do you know what? And for I 100% know that that's what you were going for, but the
I didn't want you to think I was being cold about 9/11 coming up. That's what I wanted.
no. Okay, yeah. Unfortunate timing with 2 days from now, but sure, or 3 days rather. What date is it today? I don't know. So anyway. DB, I will give you a point for knowing that was their tag team name. But with this, we're going to come on to our finale round, which is going to be our impressions round. Because we've had a couple of run-ins, I will give slightly less than 90 seconds apiece. About 1 minute each, where you'll get opportunities to do impressions. For every one that someone guesses correctly that you do, you get a point. For everyone that they guess correctly, they get a point. So to roll the dice to see who will go first, it will be Andrew. Andrew, you will have just over a minute on the clock. Let me grab a random list of wrestlers for you. And I will not look who they are, so that way I can join in on the honour system. And I will send them to you now, Andrew. And your time will start... I hope they've sent that to you. Now.
Skip. Woo, woo, woo.
Buzz.
Right.
Matt
Buzz.
Cordona.
Yes. Bravo.
Buzz.
TJ.
Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
It's the best Hulk Hogan I've ever seen, Andrew.
Michelle McCool's tag partner.
Gav.
Layla.
Correct. The most beautiful woman in WWE.
Buzz. The Fabulous Moot. No, okay. TJ, you were first.
Carmella.
Correct. Mansour's friend.
Buzz.
TJ.
Ali.
Yep. One of the Young Bucks, I think.
Buzz. Nick
Buzz.
Jackson.
Huh?
Nick Jackson.
No.
Buzz.
Gav.
Matt Jackson.
Correct. Basketball player wrestled in WCW. DDP.
Cap.
Shaquille O'Neal.
No.
Gav.
Dennis Rodman.
Correct.
Fucking
Corey!
Cap him, man, you fool!
Has won the 24/7 championship more than anyone.
Sarton.
R-Truth.
Correct.
These are great
And that is
impressions.
time. These were great impressions. As always, these don't always end up as impressions so much as just descriptions. But I will, for the life of me, always say impressions in the hope that some will be. Right,
Yeah.
so
I attempted that Hulk Hogan.
you did. And you were roasted for your efforts by Corey.
I'm going to say Horace Hogan, right?
I think it was Paul Hogan, to be fair. Okay, Capelthave, you will go next. I'm going to bring up the list and choose some for you. And
Shaquille comes up. Corey, you're going to have to guess it because the entire guess was based on you mentioning Shaquille more than once.
okay, so
Macaroni pizza, yeah.
yeah, there you go. Okay, so Cap, here is your list, and your time starts now.
Skip, you're on the list.
Buzz.
TJ.
Chris Jericho.
Correct. Skip, I come in your dreams, I give you nightmares, and I'm very hardcore. I give you the bumper.
Okay, Corey.
The Boogeyman?
The other, version.
Gav.
The Fiend.
Buzz, are you the Sandman?
Correct.
Yes.
I live in hell.
That was the worst.
Corey.
I live
Kane.
in hell and my
Kane.
I live in hell and my alter ego is Irish.
Oh,
Buzz.
TJ. Oh, sorry, Andrew was first.
Yeah.
Finn Balor, the demon Finn Balor.
Yeah, but the other persona.
Yeah, the demon.
Yeah, correct. Skip. I did this, I think, a lot when I came in with Santina Morello. I'm a woman, and yeah,
Andrew?
I did this.
Oh no, that wasn't
No, I
him.
was just trying to figure out what that was.
That dance. I did this dance, and I became really, really famous. I was also
Buzz,
in the audience.
Buzz.
TJ.
Emma.
Correct.
Oh.
Skip. Hurrah.
Oh, Gav.
Titus.
World slide.
I'm a giant from India.
Gav again.
Buzz.
Great Carly.
Correct. Skip.
And that is time. That is time. Okay, well done. So let's see who will go.
When Titus O'Neil came up, I was like, "Is it Shaquille? Oh no!"
O'Neil, right. Okay, Corey, you will go next. Let's get a list for you. Okay.
Now I want a pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, so Corey.
Pepperoni.
Oh, I'd love a pizza. Right. So.
Are those legal in the UK?
Yeah,
Pizza.
you said that like you can't have a pizza.
Did they legalize them recently?
Guys, I am on a diet. I am on a diet, is the thing. Right, okay, and here you go, Corey.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, Montreal Screwjob. My brother.
Sarton.
Bret Hart.
No.
Gav.
Oh, Hebner.
His brother.
Oh, Cap.
Owen Hart.
Andrew.
Dave Hebner.
Yes, that's correct. Okay.
Cap.
You're Chopper.
No.
Gav.
Shawn Michaels.
Yes. Yes. I'm a clown. Oink.
Buzz, drink.
Yes, correct. I'm a little leprechaun.
Buzz, Marco Stunt.
Buzz.
TJ.
Hornswoggle.
Yes. Samoan chop.
Gav.
Oh, he threw me. I was going to say Tatanka, but...
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Sorry, the small spike.
Buzz.
TJ.
Umaga.
Hello, ladies.
Gav.
Malvinas.
Yes. Okay.
TJ.
Randy Orton.
Sarton.
Macho Man.
Yes.
Okay, and that is time. Well done. Okay, let's roll the dice, see who will go next. And it will be me. So let's get some wrestlers on the list. So as always, when it's me, you'll have to keep track of how many guests right, once again on the honor system, because otherwise it's just going to take too long for me to give points as we go along. Oh my god, my list sucks. Right, here. And I am going to do my impressions. And here I go. Right, so I am a bastard.
Buzz.
TJ.
Hack.
Yes.
That was a great British accent.
I know, right?
Sound very authentic.
Woo!
Buzz.
Sarton.
Ric Flair.
No. Gav.
Sting.
Yes. So, I'm the face that runs the place, and I'm a hillbilly redneck? Come on. Right, Andrew.
AJ Styles.
Yes, for God's sake.
Oh my god, that's
I know.
a bad American accent.
I know, I couldn't think how to do it.
Sound
Right,
like
okay.
Hillbilly Jim.
Okay, so we're going to have really fun in my funhouse today.
Buzz.
TJ.
Alexa Bliss.
No! In my funhouse! Sarton.
Bray Wyatt.
Yes. Right.
Rest in peace.
Ball in!
Buzz.
TJ.
MVP.
Yes. Hey, Vince McMahon is dead.
What the fuck?
Gav.
Or London.
Yes! I've got a towel on my head.
Buzz.
Corey.
Taz.
Yeah, and that's time. That's time. Right. Okay. So, who needs some points, guys? Who needs some points? Hold up hands with how many points you need. 3.
I got
Gav?
15.
15. Okay. I'll give those out. 3 for Gav.
I got too many.
1 for Corey. Who else needs a point?
I wasn't counting, but either way I came in late, so...
What? Okay. Fab.
I think you got like at least 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna say at least 3 because I get those points too. Right. Okay. Anyone else? Sarton, did you get any?
I don't.
He got.
I'm gonna say you
No, he
did.
got-
So I give myself 8 points. I probably don't deserve them. Right. I'm not winning this shit anyway. So anyway, right. So let's roll the dice. See who's going next. 1, 2. Oh, that's me again. Right. So Sarton, you haven't had a go, have you?
Not yet.
Okay. Let's get you your wrestlers.
And you're posting that in the chat, right?
Yeah, so it'll come up in the Zoom chat just for you, and I'm sending them across, and your
David,
time.
Send them to me too, please.
Okay, here we go. Right, so Corey, have you got them? And here you go.
Oh, damn it! I wish Bray were still here.
DB,
Pinky?
Buzz, Vince.
I miss. Skip. Never mind.
Gav, did you have a guess?
Wait, yes, I got this one. Buzz.
Corey.
Omos. Are you Omos? No.
Camp.
Yes.
You are the Big Show.
Gav.
Orange Cassidy.
Ah, very good, very
I thought you were
good.
trying to be tall. Okay.
Skip. I can't wait to start a union. Damn it,
Buzz.
Hulk Hogan.
TJ.
Zelina Vega?
No, Buzz. Jesse Ventura.
Yes.
Ah,
Okay. Well, Jake the Snake Roberts, this says I kicked your ass.
Buzz Austin, 316.
Yes. Okay. Well, Mr. Bischoff, I'll teach your kids karate if you let me wrestle.
Ooh.
Meow. Meow.
Meow. Buzz the cat?
Yes.
Oh.
Gonna get back.
Okay. Skip. Okay, I got one. Okay, you take your 33 1/3%.
Buzz.
TJ.
Scott Steiner.
Yeah.
Okay, and that is time. Who has not had a go?
I haven't had a go.
Okay, DB, you can go next.
Ooh.
Oh yes,
Good luck.
this is moving great.
Go.
He's an impressionist.
Yeah. Okay, so DB, sending you your list now, and you will have 90 seconds on the clock, and here you go.
Okay. Skip. Queen, the one who was queen for a really long time.
Corey.
Charlotte Flair?
Cap.
You're Queen Elizabeth.
Nope. Closer.
Gav.
Carmel?
Buzz, you're Victoria.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Skip. Mike, the big the boxer, Mike.
Buzz.
Corey.
Mike Tyson.
Right, but that second name plus
Tyson Kidd.
no.
Buzz.
Tyson Tomko.
Yes.
Okay.
Skip. Jeff Bridges did a movie named this in the early '80s about a car.
Gav.
Oh no, that just threw me.
Bridges.
No, it was the name. The name of the movie was the name of the car itself.
Buzz, Carrie. I don't know.
No. Skip.
Cap.
Kirby.
Closer, but no. Skip.
Oh, good.
Oh, was it Christine, not Carrie?
No, it was Tucker.
Oh,
Jeff Bridges
shit.
did a movie called Tucker.
Okay, DB, just do a random impression of a wrestler for us.
You want me to do a wrestler for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
I'm a governor of Minnesota and
Buzz.
Sarton.
Minnesota.
That's Jesse the Body Ventura.
And that is time. Well done. So, let's roll the dice. And closest will be Gav. So Gav, you will go next. Okay, and getting a list for you. And Gav, I'm going to send them across. And you should now have your list. And your time starts now.
Oh.
Ooh. Trip.
Buzz.
Oh, shit. TJ.
Shockmaster.
Yep, that's
Oh,
right.
fantastic.
Skip. Well, me and Renee just made a baby.
Buzz.
Oh, TJ.
John Moxley.
I was thinking Rene Dupree for a second.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
The other name.
Oh, John.
Dean Ambrose. Dean
Yeah.
Ambrose.
Yeah.
Shit.
MJR, if I've got your back.
Ooh, Buzz.
Corey.
Wardlow.
Yep, okay. Skip. Bam!
Buzz. Diamond Dallas Page.
Yep. Mr.
Buzz.
Buzz.
Okay, TJ.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
Kennedy.
Well,
Mr. Kennedy.
no.
Mr.
Buzz.
Anderson.
Oh, okay, TJ gets it.
Skip.
Ooh. Buzz.
Ooh, Buzz.
Corey.
Daphne.
No. Okay, skip.
Oh, that is time.
What was the scream?
Who was the scream?
The screen was Emma Moon.
Oh, yeah. He
Okay.
does that too. Yeah.
And obviously, just worth mentioning, RIP to Daphne Unger, who passed away within the last week. So, moving on, TJ, you will go next here. So I'm going to get a
I think he's
list.
about to win this.
Sorry?
Just because of the t-shirt. I think he's gonna win because of the t-shirt.
Because of me?
The
Well, you've
t-shirt,
got a
yeah.
Mystery Machine t-shirt on.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what? This is completely off topic, but like yesterday we had the Elkie and Asadi show, and Elkie had like Scooby Doo and Shaggy and all that on the t-shirt. And she's like, "Oh, what do you think of the t-shirt?" I went, "Oh, Mystery Machine." She's like, "It's not called. Why would you get a t-shirt with just the van on?" And literally, you've got the van on it. So that's a weird week. Weird week is all I can say. Right. So TJ, here is your list, and your time starts now.
One sec. Wait.
What?
Riot Squad member, not Ruby.
Oh.
Gav.
Who's like,
Sarah.
No.
Buzz.
Buzz.
Andrew.
Liv Morgan.
Yeah, correct. I'm British and I'm a boo.
Cap.
You're the British Bulldog.
Correct. Roman's dad. Roman's
Oh,
father.
Gav.
Seeker.
Correct. One of the best friends.
Buzz.
Corey.
Chuck Taylor.
Correct. I believe.
Oh, Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas.
Bo Dallas.
Correct. I don't know the others. No, wait. Darkness falls. Everything is.
Buzz.
Corey.
Karrion Kross.
No, everything is.
Beautiful. No. Okay, Gav.
Matt Hardy.
No.
Cap.
Darkness
You're
falls.
Alistair
Member of
Black.
the Bullet Club.
Alistair
Black.
Black.
LIJ.
Oh, say that again about the Bullet Club.
Oh, Buzz.
Corey.
Evil.
Correct. Everything is evil.
And that is time. That is time. That is time.
Oh crap. Okay, there were more.
Oh, what? Did you not scroll up?
Okay.
Did you not scroll?
Nope.
Okay, Jill, I'm going to give you a few seconds. Okay,
Okay,
give us another 3. Go.
I used to be. I'm the Fiend now. I'm the new Fiend.
Cap.
Buzz.
You are Alexa Bliss.
Correct. I got kids.
Buzz.
Buzz.
Heath.
Correct. Woo!
Sarton.
Is this Ric Flair?
It It is.
Okay, and that'll do.
Shit.
What?
I overbook things.
Okay, so with that, who do I just need to give a point to?
Vince Russo. It was Vince Russo.
Okay, so that has brought us to the end, and we have a definitive winner. I can say that our Slam Jam Wrestling Champion of the Week...
Thank you very much. I appreciate the...
...is... Gav! Well done, well done. A definitive win there. Almost, but not quite, 10 points in front of most other people. So, wow, that is a good score. But it is worth mentioning that some people that ran in late, TJ, you were a close second at 25 points. So, you know, considering you joined with 20 minutes of the show to go, you did extraordinary there.
Where was I?
Last, but we appreciated everything you said. So, with that, let's find out where we can find everyone on social media, starting with Cap. Where can the people find you?
You can find me in Spot These, where I also bring in the Attitude Era by singing, by dancing, working with puppets, and also working with DB and all of that stuff. Check me out.
Okay, Andrew, where can the people find you?
I'm not sure.
Excellent. Sarton, where can the people find you?
Oh, on Instagram, I'm DM Sarton, and tonight, at least Eastern Standard Time here in America, I'll be on the Mining for Gold Improv Jam.
Awesome. DB, where can the people find you?
If you Google DB Frick, you'll find stuff. You'll find me on the next show after this. You'll find me here tomorrow. And, you know, around. If you look for me, you find me.
Okay. Corey, where can the people find you?
Ooh, with Lily the puppet. Also, by David's book, Extreme Improv, Big Book of Improv Games.
Yes, of course.
And this is the show that I do, Good News Comedy. It's a monthly show. We're back live, so follow us there if you live in Toronto and want to attend a live comedy show.
Awesome. TJ, where can the people find you?
As usual, you can find me in my mom's basement, because that's where wrestling
Or
fans
inside the
live.
Mystery Machine.
Need a new gimmick. Or the Mystery Machine.
Okay, my name is David Pistansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Pistansky. Gav, where can the people find you?
My OnlyFans.
Fantastic. So, with that, audience, make sure you smash the subscribe button on youtube.com/Extreme Improv. Go to extreme.tv, check out the Slam Jam podcast, and also follow Slam Jam on TikTok, where I put a video this week that got 40,000 views. Was it this? Probably not. But with that, from me, from everyone else, stay safe, always stay extremed, and that is us all out. Boom. We are off the air.
What video did you put?
Do you know what? It was one.